today I'm going to make some white yeast rolls using strong white flour. In that goes. And simply add the yeast, the dried yeast, sprinkle that in. Teaspoon of salt, in she goes. And we'll add the water next. This water needs to be warm. So there we go. And you can either use butter or oil. I, of course, will use butter. And in. So here we go. Okay, it's been mixing now for 5 minutes. So it's nice and elasticy. Now this is where I take a shortcut. I just leave it in the bowl and I just cover that now with a damp tea towel until it's doubled in size. So depending on the warmth of your kitchen or whatever, an hour or two. Doesn't matter if it rises too much. Yeast is just so easy to work with. So there she goes. We'll leave her now for an hour and a half or so until she's doubled in size. The dough's been rising now for about an hour or two, and you can see it's after doubling in size. All the yeast is after growing. So I'm going to punch it down and just give it a little run like that. So I'm going to divide it up into 12. If you want to be really precise now, you could use a weighing scale to have them perfectly even, but I think this will do just fine. I need to just put a little butter on the tray. And now I'll just make little buns out of them. You'll notice I'm not using any flour. Just doesn't seem to need it. Okay, now so, let's put them out there a little bit. Give them plenty of room to rise. What I do is put that over, cover them with the tea towel again, and I'll check them after an hour to see how they're rising. So the bread buns have been sitting there for about 2 hours now, and you can see the magic has been happening. They've risen really nicely. And I'm just going to dust them now with a little bit of flour. And it's important that the oven is good and hot, 230, and it's preheated. And they won't take long now, about 12 minutes. I'll pop them in. So, all done. Beautiful, out of the oven. So I'll just take them off the tray. There we go. And if you like a really soft crust, you cover them with a damp tea towel again and let them cool completely under that. Or if you want a harder crust, just leave them cool without the wet tea towel. What's nicer than a fresh roll out of the oven with some Glenillan butter and some jam? So for the full recipe, see below.